right, this is about factoring and factoring by grouping. This first problem is about finding the greatest common factor. So if I look at this, I can see that these are all divisible by 3. So I'm going to pull out 3. I can also see that I can pull out an x squared from this x to the third, x to the fourth, and x to the second. So I'm going to pull out an x squared. I can see that I can pull out y to the fourth. And I can pull out a z to the second because everybody has at least that. So then I have my parentheses. And then that'll leave me here with 3x and then the y squared, and the z is canceled out. And then I'm going to do this. And for the next one, it's going to leave me with 4 because 12 divided by 3 is 4. And it's going to leave me with an x squared and a z squared, and the y is gone. And I'm going to add 5 because 15 divided by 3 is 5. And so you have yz, and that is your answer. And if I was doing a test, I would box it for you. All right, the next one is about factoring out a negative coefficient. And so when I look at this problem, I can see that I could take out a -2 from all of them. And so if I take out a -2 from this first one, it's going to leave me with x squared. If I take out a -2 here, what it's going to leave me with is a -2x, because -2 times this -2 is going to give me a positive 4x. And then if I take out a -2 or divide by a -2 here, it's going to leave me with a positive 6. And so I have taken out the negative coefficient. All right, this is about grouping, and you can see here that you already have the t minus 3 right here. So then you just pull from over here and you have your r minus s, and that is the answer for that one. And this one is a little bit harder. There's lots of steps for this one. But basically, I can see that I need to group this like this, and then these guys like this. And for this one, I'm going to pull out an a squared, and it's going to leave me with just an a. And it's going to leave me with the 3, because you can see there was an a squared there that I pulled out. And then over here, it's going to be, I'm going to pull out a 2. And then this 6 divided by 2 is going to leave me with a 3. And then over here, it's going to leave me with take away an a. And what you see is this is the opposite of this, a minus 3. This is 3 minus a. So if I want to switch it, what I need to do is multiply by a -1. So now you have 2 times a -1 times 3 minus a. And really, this is going to end up being a -2 times 3 minus a. And really what that's going to end up being is that I can switch the order. So a squared times a minus 3, and then your -2, and I'm going to switch it to be a minus 3. And then you can pull out this a minus 3, and then you'd have the a squared from up here, and the -2. So a squared minus -2. And that's the answer. Take away 3 times a squared, take away 2.